Hey everybody, it's John Pollock here alongside Jimmy Corderas. TNA returning to pay-per-view, though you'd never know it if you watch their television. This Sunday night, Sacrifice, 8 p.m. Eastern from Orlando, Florida. It's going to be headlined by new TNA champion, Eric Young. He is going to be taking on Magnus in a rematch. And Jimmy, I don't want to dog a pay-per-view going into it, but I just feel right now TNA is in such a position right now from a creative standpoint right now that they have some tremendous talent on this roster that is just not being utilized. And this pay-per-view, I can't remember a pay-per-view that did not feel of any consequence as this one does coming up on Sunday.
Yeah, there's a few points you hit on there. Obviously, there's not a problem with talent in TNA. We always talk about that. The talent is there. It's just, I guess, creatively, they're throwing darts at the board and hoping, well, actually throwing darts at the board of the competition and hoping that one of the things that they do sticks. And it's driving me crazy. Eric Young. Personally, I like Eric Young. Nice guy. He's a good talent.
Fantastic talent, but one that has been put in a certain scenario for a decade in TNA. He has been there.
Exactly.
Santino Marella. And,
yes.
It's just when you have painted him to a whole audience for that time, and now suddenly we're going to press a button and he's our #1 top babyface that you're to take seriously. Yeah, there's going to be some blowback there, and people are going to have a hard time watching him under a different lens.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, you are running a business, and it's Eric Young, the guy who's going to draw money and put butts in the seats. Absolutely not, in my opinion.
Do you feel that TNA is almost at a point right now where I don't even know if it's about drawing money any longer? I think as long as we have watched this program since 2005, and without fail, they will get their 1.1 million viewers on a Thursday night. They have run on Christmas night. They have run on Thanksgiving, and they get this loyal million audience that just doesn't want to spend money on pay-per-view. They don't want to go to live events, but they'll watch the TV. And we have this pay-per-view coming up. If you are just a viewer of Impact, you don't even know the main event till 3 days out.
Right, and Magnus, here's another guy that I think they missed the boat on. Magnus could have been a great heel world champion, but when you book your champion as a guy who doesn't care whether he wins matches and just never beats anybody on his own and needs 4 guys to help, from a booking standpoint, that's horrible. And then, you know, you talked about a business model in the 1.1 million people that tune in every week. In order to grow your business, you have to try different things instead of trying to emulate others.
Hey, let's give them, they try different things. Absolutely they do, which takes us to one of the most absurd matches in history. There will be a match between Mr. Anderson and Samuel Shaw this Sunday. It is called a committed match. Now, what happens after this? Are they going steady? No. One of them will be sent to an insane asylum. Well, this is where the YouTube commenters just laugh at the fact that we cover pro wrestling.
Absolutely.
And in this particular case, I've got no defense here for this committed match.
Absolutely not. And obviously, this is a throwback to the old big boss man, Jacques Rougeau. The loser has to spend a night in jail.
The jailhouse match.
The jailhouse match. But I'm just worried that after this match, it's everybody who saw the match is going to be committed.
Boy, folks, that's coming up on Sunday night. Let's quickly touch on some others. An I Quit match with Gunner and James Storm. Listen, they had a great match at the last pay-per-view. I thought that was the blow-off. It was a last man standing match. I would have much rather seen, instead of, go the Eric Young route, Gunner's got a really compelling story. If you're going to gamble with someone as a new babyface, I could see Gunner really latching on more so than Eric Young at this point.
And he's got a beard.
He has a beard as well.
By the way, Dixie, I invented the goatee. Chris Jericho invented everything else.
Yes. Jimmy Corderas here, also star of the new Scooby-Doo WrestleMania Adventure, where he is the referee for the main event. I've had enough of Sacrifice, Jimmy. Next week, we're gonna take this pay-per-view in. We're gonna run through it, and hey, if it's a great show, we will tell you it was a great show. It's coming up Sunday night, 8 Eastern. Be committed to that price tag.